Hello traders, and what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Forex Trader LS here, and today's video is the first video of a series on backtesting. Now, the first pair we're going to backtest in this series is pound dollar or GBPUSD. You can see right at the top here. And today, and in most of these other backtesting series, I'm going to be backtesting the back end of 2019. Now, if I found, and the back end of 2019, by the way, is the 1st of July onward. So if we just find that here, we can see no data, and we're going to just go through. We're in January 19. There's March, there's April, here's June, and here is July. So get the replay tool and hit July like so. So now if I go back up, wow, this is big. You can see the data that we have here. So right now we're going to just go about analyzing it. We'll start off with the monthly time frame. In fact, I'll just delete this 2-week time frame. I was using this when I was looking at different stocks, but that's not this video. This is what I usually like to do. I usually just go around looking at key levels of structure in the market that have the potential to hold in the near future or sooner or later in the market, basically. Just looking at key levels of value in the market. So this is what I've got so far on the daily time frame, on the monthly time frame, sorry. And now we're going to head down to the weekly. The weekly just zooms in a little bit. Again, nothing big as such, rather than this sentiment of a nice ascending channel, which then price did break out of very impulsively. You can see we have 3 candles completely bearish. And if I just draw out this ascending channel top, you can see here how perfectly we got the double top formation. Buyers getting caught on the wrong side of the market, and then we get this. Then we've got the sell-off, and we can look at this in more detail on the daily time frame. Again, this isn't the main focus, but it's just a fine example of waiting patiently for the market to actually move, rather than trying to predict it, but reacting to it, which is key. So you can see here we had this also short-term structure, ascending structure. Price broke out and then broke out of a second, more longer-term area. So that just sort of gives us more confirmation and fruition. I think that's the word that they use, fruition, when analyzing. So here's the daily chart, and I'm just going to go through the analyzing key levels of structure in the market, key levels of value, and high probability areas where we could see price come to. So you can see here we've got this nice expanding pattern, and if I use this horizontal ray tool and just plot the double bottom formation, we haven't had this come into play yet, but it's definitely something which we could see. Now I head down to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see what we have here. The daily time frame, we've got that sort of expanding pattern. We've got the same here. We've got the nice triple top, price touching onto this key level of resistance 3 times. And then we've got this level as well, definitely very expanding. And actually I will switch this up and evolve this so it looks better. So right now what we can find is that if we get a move from here down to this level, it coincides with the bottom of this structure, and that could fill this double top formation, which has been pending for quite a while now. So I'll just remove this arrow and I'll head to the hourly time frame and then the 15-minute time frame. Think this will load a bit. Yep, we're cool now. So this is also a key example of top-down analysis, going from the higher time frames, finding key areas of value in the market, going for the low time frame, looking for structure, and looking for possible trades which we could find in the market. Now this is a nice one of my go-to setups. I found it on EuroCAD a couple of days ago, where we have the supportive level holding very well, the supportive structure I should call it, and then we have the ascending top rather, and then we usually get a consolidation in here. Actually, we don't need this, so I'm going to do a little forecast. Not trying to predict the market too much here, but what I learned from these setups is that we get consolidation in here for quite a while before a breakout to the upside, to the downside, or to the upside. So we just still await them types of movement in the market here. We haven't got anything like that yet, so right now we'll just head down to the 15-minute time frame and just probably take a deeper look. You can see we've got some nice correction here. This could also be a trade opportunity. If I draw out this, one sec, I'll stop recording, timing this video on my phone. Okay, so we are in. Right, so what we found here is also a nice flag pattern. These patterns repeat themselves all the time in the market. We see them day in, day out. Again, go-to setup when we are trying to find trade opportunities. And we could see price come to the top here, form that nice double top, stop loss, keep it at like 7 to 10 pips here. Target this low for at least a 1.5% first as our first target, and then look to target this structure as well. So right now I think we are ready to play price forward, still using the 15-minute time frame. And I will also fill in, sorry, if I go to my backtesting, fill in price. I actually have done this video again, but it's not letting me download it, so I'm redoing it now. So just bear in mind, I do have already this thing, all of this here. So right now, what I do when I'm backtesting, I fill in any details like this. I have text, and then when I actually take the trade, I have here, fill it in whether it's valid, if it's in my trading plan, the stop loss, the exit and entry dates, the direction, the pair, the return on investment, so the percentage gain which I took from that trade, before and afters the trade, always for reference. So that's what I do when I'm backtesting. Also, this looks like a nice opportunity, which I already mentioned. We can get that nice ascending formation hitting the double top, and then we get the impulse and move to the downside. So we shall wait and see how that fares. So just play price forward. And in fact, that actually could be the trade opening up. Just check out this for one quick second. Okay, so this looks like a good opportunity. I'm just checking for reference. Okay. So we're still on the 1st of July right, okay. So I'll just play press forward here a bit more. And I look to just evolve this slightly. In fact, this looks like it's serving as support. So what I'm going to do is enter now. And look to short all the way to this level. And furthermore, even down to the 1.224 level. But that's definitely for near future. It's not something I'm looking to do right now. This is my first target, and you can see what we're having, what's being presented to us in the market. We're not trying to predict it, we're just reacting to it. And this was actually my original entry. So if I just evolve this, you can see what are we getting in the market here. It's pretty simple, and it's a concept which you must learn. We have the impulse to the downside, typical correction. And then the impulse to the downside again. And in the whole correction, in the whole impulse, let's say, we have mini corrections as well. You can see here, correction, correction, correction. And now during the correction, we have impulses and corrections as well. So you can see here, impulsive moves, correction, further correction to the downside before the impulse to the upside, correction, consolidation at the bottom after the big move, impulse to the upside, and this is the part which I'm getting involved in. Impulse to the downside, correction, and waiting for the impulse to be blasted to the downside. Is there any other areas we could target here? Now, most definitely, I look for this previous low at this didn't click, at 1.26426, and furthermore down to these levels. You can see right around here. So I look to still carry this trade right to this level, but definitely not until we pass this supportive level. So right now I've done enough talking, and I think I'm ready to switch this up to the 1 hour time frame. So you get the whole overview. Why I'm taking the trade? Well, price has reached the top of a correction. The price has reached the top of a correction, and I look short. The previous levels of value, previous levels of structure, and where my spelling's atrocious, but we'll fix that. This level in the market. So yeah, just keep it nice and short and simple. This is just for reference. This isn't to sell as a course or anything. So it's as long as I can read it and refer to it, then that's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this image URL tool, which is at the top right here. And I'm going to go to save image. I've got this backtesting spreadsheet on Excel. So I'll click that, I'll sort that out. And I'll copy the image here and paste it in my backtesting. Like that. And also I will copy the URL and go to my spreadsheet. And we can go find cable short. I think this date, the date here is the 1st of July. Yep, so we go to 1 July 2019. Stop loss is 9.7 pips, so we can just round that and say 10 pips. And it's a high probability trade. Trading plan, yes. We don't know yet, but I've got the before screenshot here. Paste that in. Oh no, it's copied the actual chart. Probably not hard, but I still don't know how to delete this because this happens quite a lot. I'll just shift that to the side, no problem. And I'll come here and copy the URL. And sorry this is taking so long. I know you guys probably just want me to get on with the video, but we're gonna have to sort this out first. So now I can delete this, head back to the 15-minute time frame. And do I look to scale in on this trade? This is always something that you should be mindful of. Yes, I do look to scale in. Still look to target this level of value on both of these trades. They're very high probability, so I'll just leave this one here as well. In fact, I'll delete it, and when we get to that level, I then look to short. So without further ado, I actually think we are ready to play price forward. Just give me a second. Right, let's play price forward here. I'm definitely not expecting any big moves. Oh, and we actually did. So I sort of ate my own words there. But I'm gonna wait for a retest, as I don't want to be what do you call it? I don't want to be chasing the market. So I'll wait for a retest. I'll have my entry just as we almost come in retest, as I don't want to be banking that will actually get a retest. So my scale in here. Oh, and I can also move this trade to break even. So the first trade now, take the risk off the table. So that sort of clears any doubts in my head of whether we'll end up losing on this position. Place my stop loss here using the ray tool. Make this look nice and neat. So that's also good. I'm going to look to enter on a pullback. So yeah, this is my idea. First I'll go for the 1.5 before I move this trade to break even. While I place my stop. I think I'll have a tighter stop loss here. I think I'll have a tighter stop here because I've got this one running for 6.5 almost. So I just make this 6.5. In fact, no, it's rounded 6.5 anyway. That's all that matters. And I'm looking for this trade for 4%, and then I'll go for the 8% move. But when it reaches this level, I'm willing to let this trade come to break even, or maybe secure a percentage or two. So now let's also play price forward. And we're triggered into the trade, so I can also take a snapshot of this. You can see pound dollar, that's euro dollar. If I can select it right, pound dollar short, I'll paste the URL. It's a very high probability as we have just got the nice retest. It's well in my trading plan. The stop loss is, say, stop loss is 5 pips. These are very, very tight stop losses. I actually never had a 5 pip stop on pound dollar before, I don't think. The entry date is still 1st of July. And by the way, in your backtesting, don't just focus on one day of trading. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video, just telling you how you guys should backtest and what has worked for me. So now we'll play price forward. And you can see here, risk off the table on this trade as well. Move this trade to break even. Now, very happy with doing that. And not happy with moving this trade stop loss here as well. So right now, I'll just play price forward as well. So now I'm running both these trades risk-free. How much have I got secured on this trade? I've got 1.8% secure. So if price reverses and hits my stop loss, I gain 1.8% and then I lose nothing and gain nothing on this trade. So that's always how I'm getting my edge in the market, and nice impulse. And then we get the take profit hit for 6.5 plus 4.25. I can't do that one in my head just yet, but I'll add it up. 6.5, 4.25. So that's a 10.75%. We can remove these stop losses now. And you can see for yourself the positions. In fact, I said I was going to hold this trade down to the bottom and move it to secure percentage here. So right now, I don't know why I added that up wrong. 6.5 plus 8.1 gives us a nice 14.6%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture, a snapshot here, copy the URL, paste it in here, and paste it in here as well. This one was 6.5, then this one was 8.1 or 8.09, but I'll round that. Status, win, exit date, I think this is still the 1st of July. Yep, 1st of July. Fill this in for both. 1st of July 2019. So yeah, that is it for this video, and do a quick summary. Just take a look at these two trades. Copy this for the thumbnail's sake. You can see what great trades we just partook. You can see the sniper entry here, sniper entry on the 15-minute time frame. And overall, very pleased with the structure, I repeat. And going over the concept, we've got just looking to levels in the market, key levels of value where we have a 90% chance that price will move to, and that is exactly what we got. You can see this recent level of structure where you saw what happens when price retraced to it. We got the move back up, and yeah, price did break this level in the end. Very pleased. What do we have for the near future? looking at this, I look at this level as a key level value at 1.24, and I think this level will be something for the near future. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope you have learned something. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get me subscribers and views on this. If you guys really want the next video of this series, this is a big series I've been planning for a while now, and it would suck if I didn't get any views. So yep, share this to a friend who's trading as well. Now I think it's time to end the video here. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.